Our next presenting company is EpiMedTech Global. EpiMedTech Global will be introduced by Mr. Seth Farman. Mr. Farman.
Good afternoon again. Most of the companies here boast about having a large domestic presence, and some companies boast about having an international opportunity. For me, a guy from Brooklyn, New York, anything outside of Brooklyn is international from my perspective. But truly, the company that we're about to hear from Moshe Szyf is very unique, with connections to Singapore and Hong Kong and now the US. It's a fascinating story, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
Good morning, everyone. We stand now at the forefront of a real revolution in healthcare, a revolution that promises to redirect and redefine early detection and have a huge impact on clinical and patient outcome and health worldwide. We are not a regular biotech company. We're architects of a platform of an epigenetic ecosystem. We are building a platform based and leveraging 40 years of experience and expertise in epigenetics with the goal of solving many of the problems of early detection. Our platform is based on epigenetic, which will lead me to the next question: what is epigenetic? Let's imagine our DNA as a platform, as a mini computer that is running our lives. That mini computer has all the elements of any mini computer, like your cell phone. It has hardware, which is the DNA strands. It has an operating system, which is the genetics. And then it has the software. Like your phone can do numerous apps, our DNA can run numerous tissues and organs in our body, because when we are babies in the womb of our mothers, a program, a software is written on the DNA. That's epigenetic. And DNA methylation is one of the most important components of that software. It turns genes on and off like a binary code. And what happens is that as long as the code is okay, our lives are okay. But many times, the code gets bugged and we get disease. Epigeneticists are experts in reading this code and to take advantage of that code for early detection of disease. So science is amazing. But 40 years ago, I started my science, and 40 years I realized there is a gap. And the gap is that despite all the advances in science, very little is translated to clinical practice. And the reason is because there's extreme limited capacity in the world to deliver epigenetic tests. So our focus, and my focus when I founded the company, was to build a global platform for the delivery of clinical epigenetic tests. It's an expanding landscape of tests, but the challenge is how to deliver it. So we're not just a pie in the sky. Since I founded the company, which originated in Hong Kong, and then we moved our headquarters to Singapore, we already have developed the platform and have shown how it could be used to create tests that are of value. We have a list of tests that we already are marketing, and more importantly, ready to market tests like our EpiLiver test, EpiCervix, and EpiPen cancer for early detection of cancer. We also have a pipeline because a platform can generate tests as we go. They all have the same pipeline. I will just give you one example of why these tests are going to revolutionize healthcare. Early detection of cancer is an example that I don't need to talk to you about. We all know that. that a cancer that is detected early becomes a manageable health situation. A cancer that is detected late is a deadly situation. So early detection is critical. However, all the tools that we have today, even those that your doctor are giving you, have low sensitivity and low specificity. So we developed a proprietary method to fish the cancer DNA that is found in our blood, seeping from the tumor at very small levels, a needle in a haystack, by developing an approach that is based on being nimble, high throughput, and accurate, by focusing on very small positions in the DNA with next-generation sequencing. So what is our trick? Is because we can use very small number of sites and therefore create a much more accurate read of these sites and a better test. Our proprietary tests, of course, are rooted in science and are all peer-reviewed in the best of journals. And the liver cancer test, which is the first test that we developed, hence my presence in China, is first in class and unique in the entire Western world. There's no other test for early detection of that level. Our platform and regulatory path is clear. Automate everything. Make sure that it's all cloud-driven. All our scripts are in AWS USA, and get the highest regulatory path that you can get. We have our lab in Hong Kong already approved by CAP and by CLIA. And probably we are the first dedicated clinical epigenetics lab in the world that has achieved this regulation, and we are now going through the FDA 510K registration of all our tests. Our company is built on decades of pioneering studies in epigenetics. Myself, I have almost 50 years of research in epigenetics. David Shishvili, our Chief Innovation Officer, has 25 years of studies in epigenetics, including under my supervision as my postdoctoral. And we have other people in our company who bring in the finance, the medical, and the global perspective. We believe that our company is an exceptional investment opportunity. We are digging into pioneer grounds, virgin territory that is bound to change medicine, is bound to produce a lot of important tests that will change healthcare, moving healthcare from intervention to prevention. Everybody in the field knows the outrageous cost of any new treatment. If we can avoid that by early detection, not only we reduce suffering, but also reduce the economic cost of treating disease. Our tests, once they will be launched, will have a very high gross margins because of the uniqueness and the need for these tests. So what do we want here? It's my first entree into the NIBA conference, and I thank the organizers for inviting me to this fantastic venue. We're looking for an investment banking relationship that will guide us first through a private placement of around $10 million, and then we'll come back to the market to raise more funds and to enhance our business and eventually go to an IPO. The money will be used to clone our model laboratory in Hong Kong, in the United States, and in Europe, so to be able to provide these markets with our tests. We will build our global development plans, the business development, and of course in that business you keep doing research. The product of today is not the product of tomorrow. We constantly have to do research and clinical validations, and the money will be used for these three purposes. So in summary, we have a platform, unique platform-based innovation, the best established leadership in that field, the pioneering leadership in the field, and a great vision for the future, and we'll look forward for you to come and talk to us about how to take that journey together that we believe will change medicine forever. Thank you.